Today I'm going to update you on some of the key operational priorities for the HSE this week. Before I do that, I just want to acknowledge all of the work that's going on all around the country in relation to our response to COVID-19. I know that many of you have been working in an extraordinary way over the past week or two, and this is really appreciated both within the HSE and externally. Our first priority this week relates to community testing. So you'll be aware that a core component of our response to COVID-19 is to test the public who need to be tested on foot of a clinical decision. We have this week set up 19 community testing sites all around the country, and we'll be extending this to 34 sites over the coming days. Some of these sites will be drive-through centres, whilst others will be centres that people will be asked to attend separately for testing. It's very important that we adhere to all infection control procedures, and so only the people who've been issued with appointments for testing will be turning up at these centres. Our second priority relates to procurement. Our procurement teams have been working relentlessly to ensure sufficient and continuous supply of PPE and swab testing kits. We now have contracts in place that will see a supply of PPE and kits over the coming weeks and months as we need to respond to this crisis. Our third priority relates to bed capacity. You'll be aware that we already need additional capacity in our ICUs and in our acute hospitals, and we are establishing intermediate care beds as part of our response to COVID-19. These beds will be put in place in a number of locations around the country, specifically to respond to people who are moderately unwell, and will be linked to an acute hospital but in a separate location. I would urge you all to reach out to family, friends and colleagues to share any concerns you might have in relation to COVID-19 and our response to COVID-19. You can also access information on yourmentalhealth.ie, which is a HSE website to provide people with coping strategies and to give you the tips and tools you might need to protect your mental health at this time. Finally, I'd just like again to reiterate my thanks to everybody for all the work you're doing across our health system. This work is critical and your contribution is greatly valued. Thank you.